In this topic, we will continue to make a universe on top of HANA models. So we have already created a connection and we have secured it. The next step is to create a data foundation. So you come to the project level, you say new, and then you say data foundation. Give it a name. And then here's where you decide if you want your universe to be single source or multi-source. In our example, we're going to build on a single source, which is HANA. Say next. Now you see the two connections here. One is the local connection and one is the secure connection. Naturally, we want a secure connection. So a data foundation has been created on the underlying data source, which is the HANA database. And when we expand it, we will see all the schemas available on the source. So if you remember, all the objects which we created or all the models which we created, they are stored in the sys_bic schema. So this is what happens when you make a relational connection to a database. It's going to look into the tables, into the schemas, not so much into the models. For that, you need an OLAP connection. So since this is a relational connection, we're going to be working with tables. So you're going to go with sys_bic schema. There are going to be a lot of them. So we have to go down, and here you are. So we have our models here, training underscore COPA actual, and then COPA calc and COPA plan. So we need the COPA actual. So you simply click and drag and drop here. So you see that you have your table here. Now naturally this is a data foundation layer, so you can bring other tables and you can join them and you can create a lot of other artifacts in this layer. This is a very exhaustive tool at this stage. For this example, we will not combine this with any other model and we will just go ahead with this one model because we've already created everything in HANA. Okay, let's save this. And now we have completed our data foundation. So what we're going to do now is we are going to create a business layer. In other words, a universe. You right click on the project, you say new, and then you come to business layer. Click on the business layer. And now it's going to ask you whether it's a relational data foundation or an OLAP connection. So ours is a relational data foundation. You can click next, give it a resource name. So I'm going to name it HANA COPA UNB and I say next. And it's asking, is this the data foundation you want to use? Now naturally you can create a lot of data foundations inside a project and then you can obviously use them to create the business layer. And here it says automatically create classes and objects for SAP HANA connection. You can say yes. So when you do that, what happens is it creates all these folders for you and then you get the measures out here. So this is the universe layer right about here. And again, you can do a couple of things here. You can filter, you can create filters, you can create dimensions and measures. You can also create other folders here. We will leave as it is because we've already done everything in HANA. And now you need to check this query. So you can go to query panel and then hit on this icon here. This is a query panel. And now let's say that we want to see the net revenue by different countries. And you hit refresh. So it took about 113 milliseconds to aggregate all of that data. All right, wonderful. So we say okay, and now this business layer or universe has been created, but it is now living in a local land. It has to be published for the other tools to be able to look into it. So we'll right click on it. We will say publish to a repository. So it's asking which one you want to publish. You generally select it. You say okay. And next it's going to ask where you want to house it. We will keep it in the universes folder and you say finish. That's it. Universe published successfully. This universe is done. Great. Now when you do that, if you come to the server and if you go to universes, now here you will be able to see our universe. So let's take a look. So here's our universe, HANA COPA UNB under .unx. Now a couple of things is from 4.1 business objects, you can directly create a SAP HANA business layer on a connection without having to go to the data foundation. So you just click on this and you just point to your source, and then from that point you can pick your actual object. So it shows you in terms of a package. Let's click on it. I'll show you real quick. So here what it happens is you don't see tables, but you see the packages, right? So you see all the packages here, and then this is our model here. You can click on this and you can proceed, and it'll automatically create a universe for you, and you guys can try that.